Thank you. And the last question from Madam Jane Collins. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Minister. One of the demands Mr Cameron is making from the EU in his renegotiations with the UK is to ban in-work benefits for migrants for 4 years in the UK. Minister, do you personally see this as achievable? It is actually probably very highly likely to fail. It is actually highly unlikely to get the agreement of the other members of state also. And won't the proposal actually be seen or perceived as discrimination against the migrants? I would suggest that Mr Cameron is just going through the motions of renegotiation, and actually in reality he actually knows that it's never going to happen.
When it comes to the question about the negotiation of David Cameron and whether or not it is realistic or whether or not he will be succeeding or others will accepting, there's a reason I was very careful when I answered that question in the first round. I think it is in all our interest that the UK remains a member of the European Union. And it's really not adding that much if I would comment on because it would also be very subjective or very much my opinion, less than facts or council presidency position on what's happening there. It is very important for the future of Europe. We know President Tusk will put forward some proposals on how to deal with the demands by the UK, and I sincerely express my hope that those negotiations will be successful, because I think a better deal is possible for all 28, and I think it is in the interest of the British people to remain in the Union. But of course, once again, we must stick to the values and the principles that have made this Union possible. Mrs. Zdanoka was asking me for my view on the so-called British ideas on in-work benefits, etc. Very sensitive issue, I'm well aware of that. And in all honesty, right now we have to wait and see what President Tusk will put to the table. Of course, this is not a this is not a tabula rasa. There are some principles at hand. We very much want the UK to remain in the Union. I think it's in the best interest both of the British people and the continent. But we think that a deal has to be an improvement for all 28 member states. And the principle of non-discrimination is one of the keystones of one of the pillars of the Union. This is, of course, not a new viewpoint, so everybody is well aware of those aspects, and we'll just have to wait what Tusk will be proposing and then make sure that together we give the right evaluation of those proposals and whether or not that will be workable. But for now, it's my ambition as part of the presidency to just facilitate and try to help the process taking place in such a manner that both objectives can be reached. A good deal for 28 while keeping in the UK. It's not going to be easy, I assume. I would love a surprise, though. If it would be very easy all of a sudden.